Hello and welcome to another episode of WWLT, the show that has nothing to do with wrestling but everything to do with audio drama. This week is another impromptu review like Jupiter Saloon a few last month, I think it was. Anyway, the show in this week, in this case, is an audiobook with a hint of drama, audio drama in it, in terms of the sound effects. Not really sound effects, more like the ambience of the scenes are the thing that make it like an audio drama. Aside from that, though, it's really just an audiobook. The story is written by a South African writer. I want to say his first name is obvious. His first name is Michael, and his last name is Lüthi, I think. And the show in question is called. Sorry, the story in question, not the show, is called The Ritual. And yeah, it's your typical fantasy story with a slight subversion near the end. Think Salem witch trials, but before they were in the New World, i.e., America. Not going to give away the twist because it does make or break this story. And the only thing that really stood out to me was the trial chapter part, whatever you want to call it, of the accused. Other than that, it sort of went in one ear and out the other. I'm sure if I had the text in front of me while listening, it would be a lot different. Kudos to the writer for getting me back into the story in part 4, the middle of part 4 or so, and surprising me with that twist. Aside from the twist, it's pretty generic. I mean, the first few scenes open up in a bar or a pub, whatever you want to call it. Tavern, I guess, would be the correct term in the medieval times, maybe. And yeah, the audio was created and produced by Sentinel Creatives. Again, it was fitting to the setting. You could hear the lute or the whatever instrument was playing in the background. The pacing and plot is slow and bogged down in little too much detail. It didn't translate well to audio on no fault of the narrator. It just it feels more like a book than an audiobook, and it's hard to make sense of what I want it to be. I know it's a book on Amazon, so you can purchase that at a link that can be found in the description below. Wink, wink. And on that sort of note, it's hard to tell also whether or not it is a short story or novelette. It sort of blends, contorts the line between the two formats. The stories after the subversion, twist, whatever you want to call it, seems a bit unnecessary. Again, I pretty much had little idea what was going on aside from that there was an accused who was being accused of being a witch. And then the twist, and then a long denouement, I guess, which seems to build up to something, but I'm not sure what that something is. Could be a second book, but it just feels like kind of fizzles out, I guess. So not a very glowing review from me. I'm sure if I had more time to listen to this, I would maybe think higher of it. But for right now, it is a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Tip your delivery driver and this podcast, all within the comforts of your phone. The Radio Public app now allows tipping. You can't tip your waitstaff, but you can help podcasters even more when you listen and give with the iOS and Android apps. Link can be found in the episode description.